caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
Afternoon, everybody. It's about 1:45 on the dot. I've been out here all morning. I had a couple of things done to the car. Got my light bar connected. Got it run through the car. I also got my other little 4-inch light bars connected for my low beams. And also I'm thinking about hooking up my 7-inch light bars for my high beams. As for my headlight, I am going to move the strip and put it into a different spot. And for the back of the car, when I took off the body kit, I did put on one of the fenders in the back, so I'll let you guys check it out, and it looks so much better. Actually, it looks way better than what I had on there the first time, the way it was on there the first time, I should say. The second time around, it looks just so much better, and I'm not worried about all the little holes and shit, because that shit can get taken care of. So I'm going to show you guys what I did this morning. So let's go ahead and do this, shall we? So here's my 4-inch light bars. I already got them wired in and connected into my new headlight harness that I made. So my low beams are connected to my low beams on my headlights. My light bar is connected on a different switch, a signal or single switch, so I could just turn that one on and off anytime I want. I went ahead and put the battery back in so I can connect everything and make sure everything was still working. Everything still works. Let's see. For the inside of the car, like I said, I did replace this onto the actual frame where the radio sits and the AC and heater connections were at. So I went ahead and screwed it to the actual plate. So that's in there pretty good. I still got to mess with all the wiring, but I ain't worried about that too right now. So this one is my radio. This one's my low beam, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, the light, the low beams are on. As you can see, they're on. Well, this one's not on. I went ahead and disconnected, but at least it's on. It's working. And now I am going to turn on my high beams, which the other lights are not plugged in. So I'm just going to turn it on anyways to show you guys that the blue light still works. The blue light tells me that my high beams are on, so I can shut them off, and then my low beams will automatically come back on. When I want to turn off my low beams, I just shut it off completely. And this switch right here in red is actually my light bar, so when I turn it on, it tells me my light bar is on. My start button light, I went ahead and disconnected it, so every time I turned on my light bar, this light will also come on. Honestly, I don't need a light for my start button. I know exactly where it's at and whatnot. So I didn't need the... Whoop, I tried to start it there for a second. Sorry. So I don't need that in here, the light, anymore. Just for the light bar. So when I turn on my light bar, this light comes on, tells me my light bar is on. And as you can see, the light already. And there's my light bar. So everything works. I'm happy. I just got to figure out where I'm going to mount the light bar and the two 4-inchers and the two 7-inchers, because I'm also going to use these as for my high beams too. All of these have connections at the end of them. Like this one will be my low beams connections, and then my high beam connections. As you can see here, these are for my LEDs, Jesus, and those are for my high beams. You see the connections are different. Connection there, that means this will get connected, that means it's my high beams. These nipple ones are my low beams. so they get connected into the low beam connections right there. And then of course LEDs get plugged into these, which is my headlight. So I got all that taken care of. I'm happy. Everything works. Let's see. Go ahead and shut that off. So all this is all situated. I'm in the process of making a couple of brackets right now for the stereo, so I can bracket that in. And then when I get my new paint, I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm going to do for the paint. That's going to be a surprise, and it's all going to be a new color. I thought I was going to like this white, but it gets too dirty way too goddamn fast, especially where I live. So I'm going to do a different color in the car, and I'm not going to say what color, and I'm not going to even mention about it. So that's going to be a good thing. So I'm hoping that the color I choose, everybody is going to enjoy the color, and hopefully it looks right with this car. I was going to do emerald green for the car, but it just won't look right with the color and everything. I don't know, it won't look right to me for this type of car. So, and as you can see, my wheels are sticking out 1/4 of an inch from the fender, so that means I'm going to take the front fenders off too and realign them, get them situated, and then figure out if my tire's too big. If it is, that means I'm going to have to probably buy or put on different tires to sink it in a little bit. But when I messed with the back fenders, because the back tires were the same way, they were sticking out 1/4 of an inch. So when I took the back fenders off and realigned it, now it's so much better. As you can see, this is my back fender. I realigned it. It's all straight on the bottom. It didn't really make it straight with the actual crease of the car, because if I would have raised it up more, it would have had like a 2-inch gap in between my tire and the fender. So I left it below the crease of the car. I mean, it's not that far down, so it works. It's straight. And it's on there. As you can see, where it used to be was right here, and it went from here all the way down to here, so it was like a slant going up and down, and I didn't like that. So I did a lot of thinking and a lot of rearranging, and finally found the spot I was looking for. So now it looks like it's perfectly fit, like if it was on a FRS or a BRZ or an 86. So as you can see, it's so much cleaner, so much nicer. It's a lot lower now, so that way it looks like the car is lower. I am not lowering my car because I don't like the fact of speed bumps and stuff like that. We have a lot of them up here, and I don't like to lower my car, so I'm going to keep my car the same height as it is. I just lowered the fender, so that way it looks like the car is lowered. So, like I said, I'm not lowering this car. I like it the way it is, and I don't like low cars. I don't like it. And I don't like the wheels twisted, like the camel, blah, blah, whatever the hell they want to call it, where the wheel sticks out kind of slanted. I don't like that shit. I think that's the most dumbest thing ever. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of people out there that like shit like that, but someone was trying to get me to do that, and I'm sorry, but no, I don't like it. So anyways, that's about it. That's all I did, so I'm going to get all the rest of the stuff taken care of, and I'll be back in a minute. So other than that, peace out, everybody. So I'm back, and work is done. So let me show you what I did real fast. And it all works. So I'm pretty happy that the shark antenna is hooked up, as you can see, and like I said, it's working, and I'm happy. So, and I'm able to take that off and on if I need to, because I'm going to still have to sand it down and paint it, or I'll just tape it up and call it good. Also, I did do the side fender, which I showed you guys earlier, and the driver's side is sitting on my car. I still got to get that on tomorrow. And oh yeah, and also I got my front bumper back, the mount thing back for the radiator, so I can go ahead and hook all that back up and get it all taken care of. But other than that, that's all I did basically today. Is I did all that, did some more rewiring, and put the side fender on the driver's side, and the shark fin is on for the antenna for the stereo, so that's all taken care of, and all that wiring's all nice and straight now. And tomorrow I'm gonna put the side fender on and probably do something else. I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out. But other than that, guys and girls, peace out. I'm done for tonight. Peace.